Well, hi everybody again. I am here and we are talking about, well, this is gonna be like virtual session number 3. So, in the first one, we were talking about the main framework about Latin America and Colombia. The second one, we were reviewing all the concepts, and here we are going to talk about the models, model of the base of the pyramid. So what we are going to show you, or we want that you really know here. Basically, we want to show you how are different BOP models working, how is working or what is our approach with our model, and understand what are the main tools and methodology that we are following in this exercise. The main question is going to be about what are the different kind of BOP models, which is the core of the PO model of the Universidad Externado. How are working, or what is the root, or what is the use for the different tools in the model. As a key concept, we are going to talk about SME-PO model that we are working here, and BOP tools and phases that we are going to work. We are going to do a very light evaluation about what is the main focus, or what is the main difference between the models, BOP models, because important is try to identify how is working the first generation, the second, and the third generation. Well, here is evolution of the concept BOP. When, Prahalad and Stewart, they were the first academic that they were talking about base of pyramid, sorry. They had an article in 1995 in the States, and they said, when they were talking about that, they say, was it 20 years ago? They said that it's going to be a new opportunity because the poor people is the huge population in the whole world, and they need to consume a lot of kind of product and service, but they don't have the money, so we had to change all the model. The first generation that had the approach to BOP business, they only just care about to open a new business model that just we are going to produce for poor people, so we don't need to know too much about them, so just give them a product or service, and they are not really worried about the quality. The second generation in the PO model, they are more focused and they are more concerned about the chance to be closer to the community and to go deeper, and maybe to try to incorporate them between the value chains. That means that they are more worried about to help. Not only sell, it's just to help the people and maybe include between the business. The third one, that is the new one, is when we are talking about social innovation, social innovation and business innovation and inclusion in business, is because now the companies, the multinational companies and small companies and medium companies, they are working with the BOP community very close, and they are part of the business. They are sharing risk and they are co-creating business. So it's very important because we are talking about in the third generation model about to co-create. That means that we are going to their places and we are gonna be on their feet, and we are gonna spend time with them, and we are gonna be clear about their needs. In this chart, you can see that the BOP one generation, they are just like we were talking about, concerned just about the consumer, redesign the product, reduce the price, and just to make more business, more money. And the BOP2 generation, they are working at the BOP as a partner, not just as a customer. They are involved here more innovation. They are integrating abilities, and they are working together, and they try to go in beyond, know more the target, and work with them in order to produce better products and services. Well, now here we are going to talk about, we were checking different models that have been using before, and this is Gainside model. Gainside model is like NGO that they are working supplying nutrition for poor people especially in Africa, and they are basically 4 stages. In the first one, they are just working in the profile of the customer or consumer, and they are doing some research about demand. In the second one, they are do some change in the companies, multinational and local companies, in order to be able to work in the BoP business. In the third one, they are doing alignment between clients and the demand. That means that they are just to make sure that they are producing the right supplies for the poor people. And the fourth stage is about all the projects have the viability and feasibility. So they are doing a different test about it. The current model is originating from Argentina, and they are working in 3 phases. The first is opening. They are working, this looks more like BoP 2, but very close to BoP 3 as well, because they are working in this first phase about construction, trust construction. That means that they need to be close to the BoP community. They need to gain the respect, and they need to share, and they had to communicate very clearly what they needed, and they are working in community projects. In the second phase, they are building the whole ecosystem, because here you need different actors involved in order to get the best result. And in the phase number 3, they are working in the creation of the company. That means that they have all the parts, all the pieces. They are working together, and they are going to prove the model with the community. This is a CAD model. That is the Alliance Center for Development in Latin America. They have 8 phases. The phase number 1 is about to know the niche, the segment, the location, the needs. The phase 2 is combine all this knowledge and try to get the best results. And the phase 3 is about financial, how we can get the financial resources, the money to the investor in this program. Phase 4 is about how we can create the best products and services for the BoP community, because they are really concerned about that they are giving. They are just not opening a new business line. They are just giving prosperity and good services to poor people. Phase 5 is about how we are going to work in the implementation. Phase 6 is about how we can evaluate if work is working in the right way. And the phase 7 is about communicate, how we can involve all the people or the actor in this huge program, and is very important to communicate all the goals or objectives that we are looking for. And the phase 8 is about replay the model, because when you are using one model and it's very successful, you can apply for another models. This is another one, is BoP Innovation Center. Is a center that is just focusing working in that kind of project, and they had in summary 4 huge stage. The first one is about define the scope, what we really are going to reach. Stage 2 is product plan, is all the planning, all the actions that we are going to develop. And the stage number 3 is about the startup, how we are going to run and to promote and to start the business. And in stage 4, how we are going to increase the volume or the quantity of the product or services that we are going to give. Okay, now it's important to talk here that the previous model, they are just focusing the community, the multinational companies that were involved. Sometimes they are doing alliance with the local SME companies. But here, the proposal in this BoP model of the University Externado de Colombia is the SME, because we have a lot of experience working with SME in this university. This is a very well-known university, and the business administration faculty has always focused on the core of this faculty is work with SME. We have programs like Plan Padrino that have been running 15 years, and we are helping a lot of SME companies to improve their operation, to strengthen all the activities, and we have a lot of knowledge about that. We are also working with associativity programs in the rural and urban area, and that's why we opened this new program. So here the core of this model is the SME, because we want to show how the SME are able to run another kind of business. So here's the model, and in the center is the SME in the new model, because the idea is that the company that we are going to work, they had to change, because some of these companies, they are going already working in BoP business, but they don't have idea, and the goal is that they open their eyes toward new businesses. So is another important part is the local and international partners, because the SME normally they are going to using this model to do a new alliance. Government and social program that we were talking about the social program, because the SME could be part of the chain value of these companies. And also it's important the research institute and private sector. And as a research institute, we are like a university, so we are helping, we are integrating, we are collaborating in this kind of programs. And the BoP community, that is the final or the priority actor in this model. Also, to work in this model is very important. The innovation is a challenge. It's a challenge for all the parts of the model, not only for the SMEs, for the universities, for the government, is for the local partner. Inclusion. Inclusion is a very key aspect here, because the idea is just not sell products or services to poor people, just include them in the business. So we are trying to reach here, and it's one of the crucial goals to try to include the inclusion of the poor people in the business. Another very important aspect here in the model is to rechange or rethink the way that the SME are running their business, and involve or to bring here and to show to the financial and private sector that this could be very attractive. This kind of business could be very profitable. So it's important to show that this kind of business could be really worked here in Colombia and in Latin America. Well, now we are going to move, we saw the model, so now we are going to move to the methodology, and we are working basically in 5 phases. The phase number 1 is we call current situation. The second one is about knowing research about demanding product and segmentation. Phase number 3 is about innovation and viability. Phase number 4 is about proposal and new model business. And the last one is about implementation. And now we are going to the phase 1 is current situation. So here, as you can see in the graphic, we are going to focus in the SME skills. In this part, the students, the local students, they are going to focus into going to the company and do a diagnostic. that we are going to do a diagnostic in the company about innovation process, financial, production, marketing, and associativity process. Because we know that one company that they want, the company that wants to get in the BOP model, they need to be have or develop a new strength. So we are talking this very important process in the company. Also, the foreigner students, are you going to work into do some research about best cases and successful cases in other countries? Because the idea is to bring, very innovative and a different approach to the same kind of sector in Colombia. The tool that we are going to use here is like diagnostic, and it's going to be, I'm showing here like one picture, but it's going to be like 5 areas, and we are going to the companies that we are going to do like several questions in order to know how is the company now about innovation, marketing, financial areas, and how we can improve or to show to the owner the right way to strengthen all these processes in the company. The phase number 2 is about demanding, product, and segmentation. Here, the main focus that we are going to work in this exercise about opportunities, because that we really want to show to the SME companies is that they have a huge opportunity in the BOP challenge, in the BOP market, sorry. So we are going to work in research demand. We want to know what is the whole fixture composition of the demand, and after move to what is going to be the product or service that is more could be best more able to work in the BOP market. And third, work with the target segment. That means that we need to really identify the main characteristic of this target market. So here we are going to use the tool number 2, is demand matrix, and here we are just to focusing to know how is the total demand in Colombia regarding to a specific product, for example, about blue jeans. So we are going to research here what is the total demand in Bogota, because it's going to be our location, and we are trying to discover how is working the demand here according to the incomes of the people, because here we are showing in Colombia we are working with 3 kind of incomes classification. The tool number 3 is about product or service selection matrix, and here we are going to do some research about the most important criteria that we need to use in order to choose the right product or service that we are going to sell to the BOP market. The tool number 4 is called segmentation matrix, and it's very important because here we are going to do a huge qualitative and quantity analysis. We are going to analyze different aspect or topic about the niche or the population that we want to reach with our product. So we need to research about size of this market, gender distribution, employment type, saving percent, family group size, everything. So we are going to research about that. Now we are going to move to the phase number 3, and here is about we are going to put the eyes in innovation and viability. Here the main point that we are just putting highlighting here is the desirability. That means that we need to make sure that we are creating the right product. That means that the BOP market really want to buy this one. So here we are going to work very hard about a new proposal about the design of the new product or service that we are going to give to this market. And the viability, that means that we are going to talk about the financial viability that we are supposed to have, and the networking that we need to create or redesign in order to reach all the volumes that we need to sell. Here we have the tool number 5, and it's like technical sheet for the product service. And I'm showing here like basic information that we need to do, because the students are supposed to give like a proposal, and it's like a technical sheet, and then we are going to talk about the reference, the company, a main description about the product, and it's a key factor here, the innovation. So it's important to highlight what is going to be the innovation factor in the proposal. I mean, if you are going to have a new proposal or innovation about process, material, technology, weight, size, warranty, delivery time in the product or in the services. The tool number 6 is about cost structure. Why cost structure? Because in the company we are going to produce a huge volume of product or service, and we need to know how it's going to be the cost. Because when we have a very clear cost structure, we know what is going to be the profitability in the business, and what is going to be the final price to the consumer. The tool number 7 is about scalability range, because in the company we need to determine what is going to be the actual or internal capacity to produce the new product, and we need to discuss, or we need to be clear about when we need to do some alliance or to do some outsourcing activities with other companies in order to reach the volumes that we need to give to the BoP business. And the phase 4, we are talking about proposal, a new model business. This is going to be focused in the entrepreneur or manager of the company that we are working for. And this is the first part is going to be about the presentation. The students are supposed to do a PowerPoint presentation with all the specifications about the new proposal for the company. Also to show the new model business. It could be that change all the model business or some part of the model business. So it's important to show how it was at the beginning and how is the new one. And the formal proposal is going to be a Word document where you can explain all the details about the whole proposal. Here is the suggested tool is Canvas model. I think that for most of you it's going to be known this model, but it's a very easy way to show how it's working the new model. And they have like 9 or 10 components, and you can really do the integration about the new model that you're proposing. So you can use this one or another is you want, but I think this is very easy to understand, easy to show. And the phase number 5th and the last one is about implementation. Now this program is not going to be part of the scope of the student, because in the university we are supposed to work in this phase. Is about how we become this proposal that the student give to the companies in the implementation, how we can work in the action plans, how we can work or help in the execution of the program, or how we can work in the following and adjustment. Here is very important for us, since this program to try to set impact indicators in order to measure how is working this kind of program in the social environment, in the economical, social, enterprise environment. This is the last slide, so I am finished here. I hope that you really can understand, but also you are going to have all these tools in the platform, and you're going to have the chance to review. And if you had some hesitation, well, we are supposed to open some chat in order to be clear about everything. Thanks for your attention and see you soon. Bye.